Bikeland. As you know, when we started this project, Jamesville decided to acquire some market in Europe. Jamesville, a huge American bike manufacturer, and after some problems because of cultural issues mainly, they decided to hire an European team for running the company for 3 months, and that's who we are right now. I'm going to make a quick introduction about the team. I'm Jacinto, I'm the general manager. We have two production engineers that are Amir and Jonathan, two commercial engineers, Hassin and Dinser, two financial engineers that are Iman and Sanjay over there, and two data systems that are Prince and Lee. Okay. Well, I'm going to make a quick review about how our experience has been. We experimented a few problems during the war room. Mainly, we couldn't invest all the money we wanted, and we had a lot of issues at the beginning. But progressively, our system was improving step by step, and we finally ended making a good job. It's not until the end of those 3 months that we started to make the company profitable, and that we started to actually sell bikes. But at the end, we think that we have done a really good job, and the customers are satisfied, and we are getting better rates. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to leave you with two of my colleagues that are going to explain you, and I'll give you a lot of details about the different departments. So now it's Prince.
Good morning, fellow students. As we all know, like my colleague said, I am the data system engineer, and I am here to describe two parts of our department. So I'll take care of describing the production system and the data system. This is the data system department, and basically our purpose of our main, our main work to do is to develop proper system for our company, because like we were saying initially, when we started with Jamesville, everything was a chaos. So we were supposed to develop something to make it work out. So we decided to develop proper system for this company. We collect information from other departments. We have 3 other departments. So we collect information from this department, then we work on them and we deliver them. And we help them to improve the efficiency of information and processing system. Other things we could talk about is we maintain the database that everyone has to have access to it easily. We just make sure that information that we get, it should be readable to everybody and understandable as well. And we also understand how all our departments work. We also oversee the construction of precise and large-scale data sets, because there might be enough stuff. We always have to, scale them down and make sure that we present everything very clearly. This is our system model that we use. Like I was saying before, we collect information from the various departments, we deal with it, we send it straight to the general manager, and we hear his part of view, then we reply back to our department with his part of view. So if you see A, B, C, D, that is where we have explained it here, describing what we get from each department and deliver to our general manager. And this is the charts of how we work with the time of our system. So basically, the green stuff shows, the green bars shows the duration of the time, and the list is the list of things that we necessarily have to do. And this is all about the data system. The production department, when we started, basically we had these things that we were supposed to use. This we had things in stock already. We had, like you can see over here, these are the things we had in stock when we started Janesville. And we had to have a contract with the Netherlands, you know, on how we can make our purchases of materials. So this is the contract we had with Netherlands, with, as you can see, with the prices here, they are the unit prices for each materials we bought from them. And this is the cost breakdown of how, you know, the cost breakdown of the total price of a city bike. I don't really have to go through it because of time, but the total cost of a city bike was like around 365 euros. And actually, the mountain and the hybrid were most of the time of the same price, so we had to put both of them in one table, and the total price of those each bikes was like 460 euros according to our estimation. And this system is the bar chart which describes our weekly production. The first week we had already things in stock, so we had no production. The second week we produced less due to inadequacy of, you know, how to deal with the production system. Then the week 3 we totally didn't produce anything because there was a whole lot of chaos in the production section. But later on, week 4, 5, and 6 we came out to produce really good. And this is how far we got. With the bar chart, we could read that we produced like 2,000 bikes from week 4, 5, and 6. And this is the whole cost of the sales that we made during our time of you know, making this company. So the total cost of each of the bikes and the total cost of everything was up to that amount that you all can see down here. And now the layout of the company, because during our time we had so many complaints about, you know, the company, which is having a lot of problems with roofing, with the bathroom, with so many other stuff that you cannot even mention. There were thousands of them. So this is actually what we came out with. We divided it into 4 sections just to make sure that you could see it very clearly. This is the first part of it, and we have it in a way that it works in a process where what you see over there is the track of raw materials which comes in, which goes through this place where the stock is and the incoming goods. So you see they are very close. And we worked in such a way that everything has to go on a process, so that everything was so close. This is the frame making. They just go to this place, get them without any long distance or whatever. Everything was so close, and we worked in a line, like from there through this section. And then this is the second layout. The quality control, it has something to link up with the first image. We have to divide it so that you can have clear pictures of what we have written. Here is the shipping and the outgoing goods. So at the end of the day, here is the truck which takes the goods that we finished it and we take them away. And this is actually the entrance. And then here we have on the page 400. Yeah, we have the department offices, which is close to the reception. And we had this parking as well because, and at the end of the day, that is the whole layout thing for you to get it clear. Just that you couldn't read it from far this way, so we have to divide it up. And now I will leave it up to my colleague who is going to talk to you about the commercial department and the financial department.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to explain the commercial and the financial department of my bike rental company. First, I would like to start with the commercial department. So basically, what commercial department do, they usually make a communication with the customers
I give you 5 minutes more, Mark. Yes,
They
then
come-
it's finished. Okay.
So they make communication with the customers. They basically represent the whole company in the market. So first, these are the, like we introduce a new management team. So the previous process for the sales and purchase is not that much efficient. So we try to make a new sales and purchase process. We get the orders, we have a stock, we check stocks. If we have enough, we make quotations and customers, we deliver the products. If we don't have, we go to this. So this is our purchase system and this is our sales system. You can see here. Next thing, basically in the market we are presenting 3 models: city bicycle, hybrid and the mountain. So first I would like to start with the city bicycle. So here we can see the graph, the sales cost for the city bicycle and the cost price for the city bicycle. So when we started, in the starting the bikes were too expensive and we didn't make any sales. But after week 3, we made a better communication with our customers. We got some orders, and we also decreased our profit, which is in the first week is 90, we decreased it to 15, and then it becomes stable. From the last 5 and 6 weeks, it becomes. And the effect of this, we can see in this graph. From first 2 weeks, we don't have any sales, but as we start decreasing our profit, it goes higher and higher. The same thing happens with the mountain bicycle. First 2 weeks, no sales, bikes were expensive. Then we decrease the profit. Then you can see the effect of decreasing the profit percent. The next model is hybrid. You can see the same thing. First 2 weeks, no sales. We decrease our profit percentage. And the effect of this, you can see in this graph. Week by week, we increase our sales. Here we can see the overview of the all sales we made. So city bicycle is the most bicycle we sold throughout the period. Now I would like to start with the financial department. So basically financial department takes all the things which matters with the money. So first I would like to explain the responsibility. They keep in touch with the stakeholders, debtors, banks and all the people who invest money in your company. Second thing is they calculate all the expenses. When we make bicycles, we have certain expenses. So financial department basically take care of all those things. Next is to make the balance sheet and the profit and loss account. So in balance sheet you can see all the asset and the liabilities of the company. In profit and loss you can see the money which is coming in out of sales and the money which is going out from the company. And the last thing is to be familiar with the cost of sales and the sales price, because this is very important thing. It's up to the financial department to get profit out of those sales. These are in this graph you can see the money which we earn out of all the sales. Here we can see the weeks and here we have the money. So we basically started making sales from the 3rd week and we make a sales of around 900,000. Then it goes down as well. So it's up to the market. Here are the profit which we made out of the period. City, there's profit 55,450, mountain and hybrid. And this is the total revenue we got from the all period. Now I would like to represent the financial ratios, which is very important when somebody wants to.
If you want to give some conclusions, show the ratios, and don't explain it, and then we will ask you questions.
So this is all about the commercial and the financial department. When we started, it was really hard to understand the things. We had so many problems, but now the company is running finely. We have a good relation with the customers. We have 4 new customers, and we are delivering our bicycles on time. Everything is working smoothly. As far as financials, so we took a loan as well, but it's basically for the company. And because in the first week there was no sales, we have to pay the liabilities, but now everything is going smoothly. And now now the company is doing much better than the day we start. This is all. Thank you so much for your cooperation.
Thank you. To make our question more structured, I would like that the production engineers sit together and discuss a question. The commercial engineers